is Jolene Fortini. I'm coming to you from College Station, Texas, home of Texas A&M University. I'm an educational psychologist who has published a book entitled The Myth of Brain Disorders. It's available on all the digital outlets. It's just the ebook. It's not a hardcover or softcover regular book, not yet. And I'm here to talk to you about the book, the content of the book. Basically, what the book is all about is it addresses the issue of prejudice in educational setting. Another subtitle of the book is New Face of Slavery. As a human rights activist, I have been involved for years trying to fight prejudices that I have experienced and seen in the society, both in my writings and in the way I live my own life. I have a genuine commitment to see the day where we will stop hating each other and categorizing each other and judging each other, and actually see the beauty in the diversity, the beauty in the differences we have. But today I'm specifically wanting to talk to you about the content of the book and what the book is all about. The book is basically in two sections. First, it states the trouble or the problem, and the second, it offers a solution. The problem basically stated is that we at the present time, we interpret our differences in the most negative way. As soon as we see somebody who's different, we either categorize them under certain categories, whether it's ethnicity, race, nationality, religion, and we just use our reptilian brain to categorize and stigmatize them, and that's the end of the story. We already decided who this person is. And the other part of the problem is we have allowed psychology, the mindset of sickness psychology, to dominate our thinking and how we view ourselves and other people. So it's not an unusual thing these days for people to just refer to themselves after they mention their name in a simple introduction. My name is Jolene, I'm an ADD, or my name is Jolene, I'm manic depressive. We use these psychological labors coming from sickness psychology and psychiatric world as if they are good things, or as an excuse for explaining why we are different, or we feel like we have to constantly apologize for who we are. The bottom line is we're different, life is difficult, and we are going to react to that in our own unique way, and we don't need to make a mountain out of a hair. And we need to get out of this way of looking at ourselves and interpreting everything in the most sickening and disabling and disempowering way. There is an alternative. And in the book, The Myth of Brain Disorders, I have addressed that. I have offered an alternative, a paradigm shift from interpreting our differences in negative ways, especially with children in educational setting, and interpreting their differences in a wonderful way. Let's take the case of autism. What is the basic bottom line issue with autism? The way most of us understand is that autism, although it's a very complex phenomenon, is basically inability to be typical socially and verbally, right? But what if we focus on autism and interpret it in an entirely different way? Instead, what if autistic kids are gifted? What if their brain is more of an Apple than a Microsoft? What if they're a form of giftedness that interferes with their social and verbal ability, but they must have some gifts? They may be more visual in their style of learning. Have we tried to take a label and turn it upside down and try to see how we can see the positive in this difference rather than negative, and start building on the differences, assuming that there is some gift in any human being, build on what is there rather than what is not there. And that's what the book is all about. Please check it out. It should be available. I have released it about a year ago, actually, and I'm kind of a late bloomer myself. I'm just learning that I have to publicize the book. I can't just let it stand on its own 2 feet. So please let your friends know about it. If you're an educator, drop me a note. I welcome your feedback. There's a course that goes along with the book, and if you purchase the book, send me an email. The email is on the book. You can access me directly, and I will I will email you the course. It's a bunch of questions that would allow you to explore your own prejudices and biases about gifted or people who are differently gifted. So it will be very helpful. Right now I'm not offering a course on this. It's just a free set of questions. You will just use it to self-analyze. My background is educational psychology. I specialize in human potential. I have a homeschooler who's 25 years old, and I have developed an amazing program. We have co-created an amazing program, and I'm very happy about our progress. But I really like the challenge. Give me a label, ADD, and I will interpret it differently for you, because I do not like what's happening under the name of we're trying to help your kid with all these labeling and drugs. Drugs are dangerous stuff for any population. And we need to restore dignity to humanity and restore dignity to education. No mother and father should be cornered and given a choice that unless you label your kid, they will not have access. That has to be challenged. I consider this a new phase of slavery. It just, we have accepted it as totally okay. In many cases, there may be a medical condition which the label will obscure, and you will discover years later that the kid may have allergies, or like even in the case of autism. We know from the research that is coming from many respectable medical research facilities that the bottom root of many disease, medical disease, irrelevant of autism, is coming from your intestine. And if you don't have a healthy intestine, it will affect your brain, and from then it will affect your behavior, and then from the behavior, people take a snapshot of somebody's behavior, and there goes with the label and symptom management and drug. And we need to turn this upside down. We need to go back to common sense. If there is a medical condition, don't call it autism. Don't call it ADD. Actually, literally a biologically measurable, quantifiable medical condition, I absolutely agree that we should address that. But do not confuse somebody's learning style, personality type, form of intelligence, strength and gift with a disease. Don't create disease when there is none. We need to know what we're doing. And I think this issue of labeling is only this prejudice that has penetrated our school systems and our educational system, and how we see our children, how we see ourselves, is only a small part of a bigger problem, and that's prejudice. Prejudice that is destroying our planet, is pulling us apart.